Hi there, I'm Natalia Greer. I'd like to start off by apologizing if my cat interferes. She's just really curious. So today I have my financial analysis by me, Talia Greer, and it's over McDonald's. So, why did I choose McDonald's? It's a household name. You can ask really just about anybody, and they would know what McDonald's is, that it's a fast food franchise. They do have over 41,800 locations internationally, so they are around the globe. It's a huge operation. And most people would agree that they have low prices and consistent food across locations, which is generally a good thing when it comes to fast food franchises. Now, I chose to focus in specifically on the horizontal analysis. This is a method of comparing financial statements. It analyzes whether a decrease or an increase has occurred over a period of 2 or more years, and this will help us understand how a company's performance is changing over time, whether they have improved or whether they have regressed. Now here I have the income statement for McDonald's. The numbers are a little small, so I apologize. But here we have our revenues, we have our operating income, our net income, so lots of different numbers that we can take a look at here. But I wanted to focus in on the net income, which did increase by 37% from 2022 to 2023. So that is a net win for McDonald's, as it could mean that they have increased revenue or that they have decreased their expenses. Either way, it's a good thing for a company to have more income throughout the years as they grow. Now here I have the balance sheet. Again, the numbers are a little small, I apologize. But we have the total assets, the total liabilities, the stockholders' equity, lots of different numbers to take a look at here, and there are several that I want to focus on. Beginning with the total assets, those did increase by 11.3%. This is a good thing. This means that they have more revenue coming in, that they purchased more equipment, they opened more locations, that they have more assets as a business, as a corporation. And that is a good thing. It indicates growth. Now, the current liabilities did increase by 80.4%, which is generally a little concerning, just because that means that their debt increased quite a bit between 2022 and 2023. You don't really want to increase your debt, especially that drastically. Their long-term liabilities did also increase by 3.3%, which isn't as concerning because there is pros and cons to long-term investments, and whether it would be a good thing for the business to invest and take on a little bit of debt. Finally, the shareholders' investment did decrease by 21.6%. This is not necessarily a negative thing, because that just means that McDonald's is investing their retained earnings and reinvesting in the business, making purchases that will help with growth. So this decreasing is not necessarily a negative thing. Now, the first ratio that I wanted to take a look at is the quick ratio. It is a way of taking a look at how quickly a company can pay off their current debts easily without having to liquefy anything. So the formula for that is taking the quick assets and dividing it by the current liabilities. So we can see here that in 2022, the quick assets were $4,698.80. And the current liabilities were $50,435.60. So we divide those two and we get 0.093 for 2022. This did increase to 0.126 in 2023, which is a good thing. That means that they are more able to quickly pay off their debts at the drop of a dime if they needed to for whatever reason. The second ratio that I wanted to take a look at is the ratio of fixed assets to long-term liabilities. Now, the formula for that is fixed assets divided by long-term liabilities. It's kind of in the name. Now for 2023, we see that the fixed assets were $24,970.60, and the long-term liabilities were $37,152.90. When we divide those two, we come up with 0.67, which is an incremental increase over 0.66 in 2022. Now, this again is a positive thing. Because it means that they are growing their assets as opposed to their liabilities, and they can more easily pay off their debts. Finally, I wanted to take a look at the return on stockholders' equity. So this is taking a look at how much the stockholders are getting as a return on their investment. So that formula is net income divided by average total stockholders' equity. And we can see here that in 2022, the net income was $6,177.40. And we have the beginning of the year and the end of the year total stockholders' equity. If we average that out and then divide it, we get 1.17 in 2022. And then in 2023, we have 1.58. So this number did increase between the 2 years for McDonald's. And that is a good thing because it means that the stockholders are getting essentially more bang for their buck. They are getting more back for each dollar that they invest into McDonald's, which is a positive both for the stockholders and for the company. Now, final conclusions. How did McDonald's do in 2023 as opposed to 2022? Did they improve over the years? And I would say that generally, yes. Most of the different sections that we took a look at, they did increase over time. They improved. The only thing I would say is their liabilities are a little concerning. But overall, they did improve from 2022 to 2023. They grew their assets. So I would say they did improve. Would you invest in McDonald's? Personally, yes, I would. I think that they are on track to continue growing. They're obviously already a household name, a very big company, and so I don't see that ending anytime soon. How do you feel McDonald's will do in the future? I think they will continue to grow, continue to open more locations, whether in the United States or even internationally. I think that they will continue to grow their menu and hopefully maintain their low prices and their consistent food across locations. So thank you for your time, and that was my financial analysis.